People are feeling flattened by excessive convenience and tech mediated everything. They're missing a bit of the friction and effort that gives life meaning. So, enter this new term, friction maxing, which has been coined by an American journalist. And it means reintroducing microdoses of inconvenience and effort to give our lives a bit more shape. So some of the bits that I love the most about this discourse are the ones that really challenge conventional wisdom about what modern living is meant to look like. So one of the key areas is people pushing back on how reliant we're becoming on AI thinking bots, platforms like ChatGPT. People are starting to outsource even the most basic cognitive functions to these platforms, and pushback is happening. People are worried about their cognitive health. There's actually now even a term for people who are overly reliant on ChatGPT. They're called bot lickers. And that's a really interesting part of the ongoing conversation about AI. Another element I love is this reappraisal of boredom. So we've been so used to optimizing every second of our lives. Either we have to be really productive or we have to be improving ourselves in some way. People are now accepting that boredom's great for us. We need to be reflective. We need to nurture our imagination in these moments of stillness. So Gen Z are raw dogging boredom, which means filming themselves, of course, sitting and doing nothing for anything from 15 minutes to an hour. And it's a fascinating shift. So brands are being pushed to explore this in sort of non-obvious ways because it can almost feel counterintuitive to encourage people to reintroduce friction, but it's making them get really inventive. I loved Vodafone Ireland's campaign last year, which is an audio series on Spotify and an out-of-home campaign called A Stranger's Tale, which is about looking up from your phone on your commute and talking to the strangers around you, something we've basically eradicated from our daily lives. Another really lovely one was a Valentine's campaign from Cadbury India, which is about valorizing the effort and intention in human relationships rather than relying on AI companionship. So another thing I'm loving is a brand called Opal, which is a screen time management app. And they have devoted an entire TikTok account to helping people with cognitive health, to help them understand why friction is good for them, why boredom can be a really valuable tool. And it's a really lovely example of a brand joining this fight back and understanding the reason people want friction in their lives rather than encouraging them to deepen their reliance on tech.